Yo, it's official, like a referee with a whistle. Like, share this episode and all that good stuff. And we're going to do like we always do around this time. We're going to talk that talk, and we're going to go out and make it happen, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on in this crazy world we live in. But we focus on what we can do. We don't focus on what we can't do and what we don't have. We don't worry about what we don't have. We don't worry about what we can't control. We worry about the things that we can control. You did. That's how we do. That's how you should live your life. That's how I live my life. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can do if we're willing to focus long enough. If we're willing to commit to not only the short term, but long term. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, we got to go for the cash grab. I get it. But don't forget about the long term money. Don't forget about the long term goals. You can do both. You don't have to settle for just one. Short term, long term. You know what I'm saying? So with all that, with that being said, there's a lot of trolls online, weirdos, freaks, and degenerates in society, especially with a lot of these entertainers. There's just a lot of goofy shit going on out here today, and there's some goofy shit going on both sides. The women are doing stuff, and the guys are doing stuff, and it's just some game goofy shit. Nobody knows each other's boundaries today. Nobody respects people. Most people don't respect people's boundaries today. And even if most people don't have etiquette, they don't have etiquette. They don't even have street etiquette. They don't have street knowledge. A lot of guys can't pick up on certain shit for whatever reason. If they're around a woman, they think a lot of guys take things at face value. They don't even put too much of any thought into it. Whatever they see, yeah, that's what it is. But that's not how it is most of the time. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys, and I've seen this in person, a lot of guys embarrass the people that they're around sometimes. I've seen that, and a lot of these dudes are kind of clueless. I realize a lot of guys are kind of clueless. They didn't think anything was wrong with what they might have said or done. I saw a video probably like 2 days ago of this the rapper named what they call it, Suki with the some type of coochie that they call her. But she's a rapper. She's kind of a troll. She's the nastier, the better. I think it's Suki with the good coochie. I think that's what she calls herself. But she's kind of a troll rapper. I don't know where she's from, to be honest. But I know she's on the reality show hip hop. I don't know which location, but she's always kind of been a troll rapper. I guess a lot of people like her music. I mean, she's kind of taking the blueprint from Little Kim back in the day. And so she said she tried to say the most outrageous and nastiest things in her music and online too. And even in some of the interviews she does, it's the same thing. Everything is all nasty. But she just be trolling. You know, that's not how she really. I'm gonna say most of the time, when you hear a lot of women talk about how nasty they are in bed and all that stuff, like they're not doing all that shit. That's just talk. That's just kind of acting, playing a role. It's a persona that a lot of these women have taken on. I don't know if the record labels tell them to do it or I don't know, but Little Kim done it. Foxy Brown kind of tried to do it back in the day. It's quite a few female rappers, especially today, that they're trying to take the slutty slutty rap. They use the slut music in the rap, and it sells. You know, that it is what it is. Sex and violence, and it sells in music. So a lot of women have taken the Little Kim's blueprint and they've taken it to the next level. But the problem is a lot of guys think that, during the interview, Suki, the rapper chick, I don't even know who the guy was on the show, but I know it was what's the girl name from Escape? I forgot the girl name from Escape, but it was on her show. Speak on it. That's the name of her show. Speak on it. Some guy was on the show, and he was sitting by Suki with the good coochie, and the dude was basically saying, "Hey, you was talking all that shit, before, what I'm saying? What's up now?" or whatever, blah, blah, blah. He kind of thought that this shit could go somewhere. And that's usually not the case. A lot of these women, they're just putting on a persona. They're just trying to promote their new album or promote the show or promote whatever they have. They understand that sex sells. You know what I'm saying? She ain't trying to do nothing. She ain't really trying to take it nowhere. She ain't trying to go home with that dude. But I could tell he didn't understand that. He was kind of like, they was kind of laughing at him. They were laughing at him on the show. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen this before. A lot of women will talk that big talk, but they're not really about that life. Now, the women that you work with, you went to college with, they're about that life. They be doing all that nasty, freaky shit. The women that don't talk about it, the one at the job you work with, the one at the grocery store, or at the event conference, they be doing all that nasty, freaky shit for sure. The majority of them. But the women that talk all the time about it, nah, they don't be getting down like that. It's the opposite. They're the opposite of what they be talking about. As a matter of fact, a lot of those women that's in the music business or in the entertainment business that have taken the what I call the slut approach to music, they hate it. They hate the fact, and they resent the fact that they had to even promote themselves like that in the first place. And a good example of this is Trina. Trina from Miami, a rapper from Miami. Trina, in so many ways, came out years ago and said she hates that she took on that persona years ago to sell some records. Now I don't know how many records Trina sold over the years, but she hates it because when she's out in public, people see her the way she's talking on the records. Because that's her persona. People actually believe that's how she is as a person. It's kind of like they think she's a stripper on wax. Yeah, they think Trina is a stripper on wax. This guys actually believe, hey man, if she's talking like that, talking all that nasty shit in the music, she got that's probably how she get down. But in most cases, no, that's not the case. As a matter, check this out. I remember like years ago, Little Kim took a photo. I think it was her first album. Yeah, I think it was her first album. And when her first album came out, she took a photo of a picture in a magazine. I don't know what magazine it was, but in the prisons, they jack off to her of that picture in the magazine where Lil Kim got her leg open and you can see her cooch, basically. And that's what Lil Kim is known for. That's what she's known for in the prisons, of taking a picture in that magazine with feathers on, basically, and her leg busted wide open, and you can see her cooch. You can see her lips, basically. And guys jack off to her in prison. And Lil Kim hates that shit. She hates that picture. Guys like the picture, even some women might like the picture. But Lil Kim, she hates that picture. Still to this day. She said in so many words, she wished she would have never taken that photo because she resents being labeled and being seen in that light as kind of a loose chick, loosey-goosey type. And she don't even get down like that. That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make. A lot of this shit is just people just promote themselves that way because they know there's a good chance that it's going to sell. But as time goes on, they, you never know what's going to happen later in life. I'm sure they didn't. You can't predict the future, but it destroys their personal life. That's the problem that they have. That's the problem with that Trina and Lil Kim have. It destroyed their personal life. They don't really have the personal life that they would like. They don't have the guys getting at them like they would like. I know at one point Trina was kind of complaining about that, saying she don't get approached. And she said the reason why she don't get approached because it has a lot to do with her music. Same for Lil Kim. And see, today they've taken it to the next level. Because you got women online. I don't even know half of these women online that's rapping now. I don't even know half of them. I hear a lot of names be thrown around. Such and such got new music coming out. I don't know. I don't know them, you know. But these women don't represent my mother, grandmother, and my aunts. Like women in my family don't act like these women. I ain't even call them women online. I call them females. They don't act like the women that I grew up with, that I grew up around. But if you if you're not thinking straight, you would think that if these women online are acting like that, or at least the women around you where you live at are acting just like they're acting online. In your little bubble, you might say, well, hell, if it's going on here, it's probably going on elsewhere. And that's not the case.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, that's not the case. Just because it's going on, just because it's happening around you, that don't mean it's happening around everybody else. No. That's just a small sector of society. You know, a small sector of the country. You know, and plus you got a lot of trolls online. You got a lot of people that will say and do almost anything. And if you see them in person, they'll be like, "Nah, I don't be meaning all that shit. I'm just saying that just to get clicks, or just to grab people's attention, or just to help. I want to sell my products." And I've been told this by some people in the past. They don't really actually believe some of the shit they're saying. You know, I've been told this quite a few times. But it's gotten even worse because you got a lot of people, you know, they're willing to do whatever at any cost, regardless of what might happen later. You know, and see, when other people from these other countries see us over here online, they think everybody's acting like that. Now, we know that ain't the truth, but perception is reality for most people. And, you know, a lot of people, they don't really put too much thought into it anyway. They'll see the first video they see, they be, oh, it got to be, that's how it is. Oh, okay, I want to go over there. Or the opposite could be the truth. They'll be, oh, I don't want to go over there. You know, because most people they don't research anything. They don't put too much thought in, and they take it at face value, and that's it. You know, you shouldn't do that, but that's how most people are. You know, it's quite a few people would a little common sense would be like, oh, that ain't everybody. That's just a small sector of people. You know what I'm saying? Or everybody don't think the same. You know, but some people wouldn't even question it. They wouldn't even put too much thought into it at all. You know, and and the funny thing is, you can take the same thing that you say online. If it's controversial online, if you get a lot of trolls online, you can take the same thing you say online and go offline, and almost nobody would have a problem with it. Nobody would really have a problem with it. They'd be like, "Yep, you're right about that." But only online, you get pushback and the trolling and all that stuff. In person, nobody's really tripping like that. Especially if you're saying some real shit. See, online, it's not really about the truth no more. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, if you tell the truth, they won't call you a liar. They just don't want you to say it. They can't say you're a liar, though. But if you say the same thing offline, and let's say you at a conference and you're on stage, speaking, right? In front of hundreds of people. You can have the same talking points. And almost nobody will have a problem with it. That's been my experience. So that's when I figured out, well, online this shit is not real. It's not really about what's true no more. It's all about clicks and grabbing people's attention. And it wasn't always that way, but that's how it is now. So a lot of these women, the nastier things they say, the most outrageous things they say, people latch on and they want to hear more. That could go viral. And we live in a clout chasing society today. And people are looking for opportunities to come up, so to speak. They're trying to come up, you know. But the funny thing is, everybody ain't trying to just come up. Just because somebody's getting a lot of views, that don't mean everybody's trying to come up. Now, some guys think every woman is trying to come up, even though she might not. She might just be living her little square life. She don't really want no attention like that. She just want to live her little square life and work her little job, and that's it. She don't want to be no public figure, but some people do. They're trying, and when they get that all those views, they're trying to leverage that into something, into opportunity. They're trying to create opportunities for themselves. So wherever that's hoeing or being on TV or getting a book deal or getting a sponsor, whatever that is, or they trying to be around them ballers. They're trying to get around certain social circles, trying to hang with the ballers and shot callers. That's what's going on now online. This is a clout chasing times that we live in now. I saw I was on Instagram, and this girl she don't work at Home Depot no more. She had to quit her job because I guess she started getting too much. She posted a video of her in uniform at Home Depot. And I guess she started getting too many views, and more than likely, them big companies like Home Depot, they be online. So they see what's going on. So I guess they told her she had to quit. Because one thing about these big companies, these big brands, if you're not representing first of all, if they don't really want you to do anything that's going to jeopardize their brand image. And if you're doing anything in uniform, especially that they don't know about, they don't really want anything to do with that. So a lot of times they'll let you go. You know, if you take a picture of in your uniform and you start getting a lot of views. So in the picture, people were saying that she looked too good to be working at Home Depot, that was funny. And then I'm like, well, if she looked too good to be working at Home Depot, where the girl should, where you want her to work at? Where you want her to work at if she looked too good to be working at Home Depot? I thought that was very interesting, you know. And then you had Shaq reached out to her, I think, or gave her a compliment or whatever. And a lot of these other guys, more than likely, you know, they did too. But I thought that was kind of interesting. How can you? That's putting a bitch on a pedestal. How can you say someone looks too good to be working at Home Depot? You putting a woman on a pedestal now. And see, we pedestalize women all the time here in North America. We're so soft and, you know, we're soft like marshmallows, man. And we wonder why uh, a lot of guys have problems. You got this chick at best, I don't know, she might be late 20s at best, right? So she got people following her, telling her that she shouldn't be working at Home Depot. That's just this. I find that very interesting, you know. And then you have people in the comments telling her that since you got all these guys messaging you, leaving comments about you, you need to get the bag. You need to do something with all these views. You need to leverage these views into something. You have people actually saying that shit. Some weirdo shit. And they acting like she ain't hip. Like she don't know the game. You know, they act like she's a weirdo because she ain't trying to be a trap hoe, a trap queen. You know, that's some weirdo shit. And see, today online mainly, if you ain't really a trap queen, a trap hoe online, you're kind of a weirdo. See, everything is kind of flipped. It's like what's good is bad, and what's bad is good. Now, it's weird how things have flipped so fast online. It wasn't always like that, but that's how it is now for the most part. And what the bad stuff or the negative stuff gets most of the views online today. Yeah, that's how it is today. If you're speaking positive about something, you don't curse, you don't call nobody's name, you don't talk shit about anybody, you pretty clean. It's gonna take you a long time to get um a lot of views. You can get some views, but it's gonna take you a long time to start seeing massive amounts of views today. You know, I give you. Let me tell you how you know YouTube is rigged. I just started a new channel 2 weeks ago, right? I started two new channels 2 weeks ago. I got more views on my new channels than I have on this channel. That's how you know this shit is rigged. That's how you know this shit is rigged. There's no way in hell. Now I had this channel since 2014, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but I think about 2014, 2012. I think it's 2014. And I don't know how many videos I have on here. Probably over 1,000. Over 1,000, right? Now, how the hell can you have over 1,000 videos and got less views than the new channel I just started 2 weeks ago? Not one, but two. Something ain't right about that. Because see, I don't, I don't talk about anybody. I don't, I curse a little bit, but I'm pretty clean for the most part. I ain't got no naked. I don't show nobody naked on here. I can't get away with that shit. The last time I had somebody that was kind of naked on here, they pulled the whole damn video down. So I can't even get away with having Megan Thee Stallion dancing on here. I tried to put a video of Megan Thee Stallion up on here. They pulled that shit. That didn't last for 5 minutes. When Megan Thee Stallion was shaking that ass, that lasted for 5 minutes. They pulled that shit down. So I can't even get away with that. And she wasn't even naked. And they took the video down. So I can't get away with a woman that's halfway naked in a bikini. Oh, hell no. But you got other women that's doing the most on here. Not only are they naked, halfway naked, they're talking the dirtiest, nastiest stuff, and they get 500,000 views, 1 million views on one video. This ain't the channel. On one video. You got a white woman, a bunch of them, ain't just one of them, talking about sucking all kinds of dicks in the video. And she get all the views. But I tell you what, I can almost guarantee you, if I brought a woman on here and we started talking about some of the same stuff she was talking about in her videos, that video wouldn't last for a day. Probably wouldn't last for 10 minutes. Because, see, there's somebody that physically looks over every video that I upload, every video that I broadcast. There's somebody that physically looks at it manually. Like, for real. It ain't just AI. AI is one thing. But there's somebody that physically looks at my videos. And it's been going on since, 3 years now. Yeah, it started 3 years ago. And this doesn't happen to everybody. So don't say, hey, man, it happens to everybody. No, it's bullshit. That don't happen to everybody. You can't go from 5, 10,000 a video, 50,000 if it goes viral, or 100,000. You can't get them numbers, then go back down to the hundreds or less than 100 without somebody doing something. No, it don't happen. It don't work that way. No, you know. That's why I started a new channel talking about business. I know the game. I know this shit is hacked. You know, they show who they want to show. They promote who they want to promote on here. The nastier, the better. They're gonna promote your videos. The more outrageous, the better. They're gonna promote it. Especially if it's some old a gutter bitch. Hood, saying the most nasty, outrageous stuff. Oh, they'll push that. They'll promote the hell out of that. But if it's somebody that has something intelligent to say, it ain't gonna get no views. If it does get views, it ain't getting the views that it should be getting. Because like I say, these other people are getting 500,000 views, 1,000,000 views, a video. And they saying the most dirtiest, nastiest shit ever. And you over here having an intelligent conversation with you and your buddies or a couple of your gals, and you barely getting 1,000 or 2,000 views. It might take you a month to hit 10,000 views. If that, it might take you longer. You might never hit 10,000 views on that video. But they hit 10,000 views. Shit, they hit that first day. first 2-3 hours, they hit that. They hit that real fast. Because the AI promotes the video. Yeah, damn near everybody sees the video. At least the majority of people that have subscribed. And you got people that they don't even have to subscribe. They don't even have to be subscribed. They'll push the video out anyway. They'll push the video out to people that haven't even subscribed to your channel. As a matter of fact, I heard one of the girls was saying that majority of people that watch her videos have not subscribed to her channel. So that says a lot. And I've heard multiple people said this. I heard a lot of people say this. This ain't just a one-off type deal. And see, you have a lot of people online, they're basically a walking stereotype. They lean into the stereotypes because they know when they lean into the stereotypes, they're going to get the views. But everybody's not willing to do that. I'm not willing to say and do anything, be a buffoon coon and make a fool out of myself online just to get some views. Because I don't need to be online. I don't need to be on YouTube. I got websites. I could just promote my websites and go about my business and never come back to this channel. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've at this point in my life, I've mastered the internet from A to Z. I know how this shit works. I know what works and what don't work. I know how to make the best use of my time. So there's more than one way to skin a cat, like some people like to say, you know? So yeah, you know, don't forget to check out my Patreon and the Love Can't Wait podcast. And P.S. and by the way, someone I think it was last week, somebody was like somebody sent me an email and asked me if I wanted to have my books in audio format on on Amazon, on Audible. And I was like, I don't know. Does anyone wants to buy it? Does anyone wants to buy my books in audio? Listen to it? I'm not sure. What do you think? I'm not sure. Maybe it might be a waste of time. I don't know if people really want to. I know a lot of people bought it, but I don't know if they really want to listen to it. Yeah. I don't know. There's some people like listen to audio, and some people like to read. It's kind of like listening to podcasts. Some people like listen to podcasts. Some people like listening to videos. So hey, if you want to talk about anything, click the link. Otherwise, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's somebody brought that to my attention. I thought about putting the book in audio format a long time ago, but I didn't think nobody wanted to buy it. Be honest, I could be wrong, but who knows? We'll see what happens on that. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Check out all my books. They're on Amazon.com. But other than that, man, that's all I got. I'm out.
Alright. Just got the callers going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight, but then I saw the stallion that I like. Here from Cali, I live in the valley.